Mr. Giorgi Kalandarishvili, Chairperson of the Central Election Commission of Georgia, welcome to Georgia Today interview.
Thank you for this opportunity, and I'm really very pleased and honored having this opportunity with your magazine.
What was your reaction when you discovered that Salome Zurabishvili, President of Georgia, didn't name you among the candidates?
Well, quite interesting and very actual question. It was an unexpected decision since there was no professional and legal circumstance that would interfere and that would lead to the existence of this type of decision except for political motives. President does not question the professionalism of the acting chairman and also appreciates my experience and activities. However, at the same time, she notes that the purpose of this decision was the selection of the candidacy selected by a broader political consensus for competitive positions. Now, I think it should be noted that this position should not be understood that the president did something illegal or unconstitutional. On the contrary, it was her authority, definitely. Just as I mentioned above, the decision put the institution under political attacks. There are some signs that ruling party is supporting my candidature. Yeah, definitely, it's a matter of political synthesis, and you cannot be universal in the way so that to be liked by everyone. But I think that there were all grounds for that criteria, requirements, impartiality, works and projects that we have implemented, and definitely positive assessments and feedback from international organizations as well as from some of embassies related to our work. And definitely this was the grounds and also made my expectation to have positive feedback from all stages of the competition. But unfortunately, it was not continued in the way like I expected. I would like to explain to the public and the readers of your newspaper that regardless of the decision by the president, the election administration and its chairman, me, in accordance with the law, we continue to work as usual, definitely. Both two members and me will perform our duties until our replacements are elected in accordance with the law.
Did Mr. Kalandarishvili give Madam President at least a single reason to not name you, as a candidate for the next chairperson of CEC?
I think that no, because I have really very constructive way of collaboration with the President's Institute within our authority and competency, and accordingly, even we can see from the President's announcement that they were not raising concerns related to my professionalism, competency, and the activities, but it was typically based on a consensus-based decision in the future that might obtain another candidate. Now, I don't think that the president had somehow any other objective, academic, professional, or legal circumstance that should lead her to make another different decision.
What's the opinion of Chairperson of CEC about the chosen candidates, Tamar Alfaidze and Reva Zeradze?
So in regards to the candidates who are nominated to the legislative body, it would probably not be ethically correct for me to evaluate them as a former candidate in the situation when I don't know the lady participating at all, and Mr. Igadze is our colleague. So the only thing I can say is that I wish both of them success. There are a number of procedures and several stages ahead, and at the same time, as in the case of the chairman, as well as in the case of the members, the employees of the election administration have been nominated, which is really gratifying since the presentation of their candidacies is another recognition of the election administration.
May we see Giorgi Kalandarishvili ever again as a chairperson of CEC?
As you know, the competition is quite complex and has several stages ahead, which are related to a certain period. Therefore, until we see the results of the competition, it is physically impossible to talk about it. As I mentioned at the beginning, my term of office has not yet expired, definitely. In addition, my authority will continue until the CEC has a new chairperson. Therefore, let's wait for the development of the events. I'm still in the CEC and I will put all my efforts in the remaining period to bring to the end what can be done in this period of time. This decision will in no way have a negative impact on my work and its quality, definitely. And my energy and attitude will be exactly the same as it has been since my first days in this position. We have no time to lose. We have midterm elections, so-called by-elections, in Senake municipality in early October, and a number of projects to be completed and implemented.
How come we still don't have an electronic election system yet? And will this technology finally see the sunlight in 2024?
Regarding the aspects of the use of technologies, I would like to mention that exactly during my chairmanship, the decision was made by the Commission that we should increase the scale of piloting. And not only we have increased the scale, we used complex technical means together with the vote counting machines, that is verification machines for the first time. So in fact, we can say that based on the results and findings of the pilot, the use of these tools have great prospects in Georgia. The development of this issue needs large-scale works, awareness raising, cultural transformation, appropriate support from the stakeholders, and etc. But the main thing is still the finances. Whenever we are speaking about increasing the scale, it needs relevant financial support because it pretty much exceeds the amount that is needed for now in order to administer elections at one polling station rather than administer elections by using such technological means. As you know, these 2 years are non-election years, coming out from the general election perspective. And for that reason, we're doing our best to use this period rationally in order to fulfill all the relevant circumstances and challenges and cover all these issues in order to be ready to have this technological intervention in 2024. There are some of issues along with the financial issue. This is also political consensus. This is many other issues related to this. But the main thing is still related to finances. So as already mentioned, we are working intensively in order to identify the relevant resources. It will be from government side, it will be from international donor side in order to support this project to make it successful in 2024.
Mr. Giorgi Kalandarishvili, it was my pleasure to have an interview with you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.